Good morning and welcome to Thursday Thought today. Thursday Thought today entitled Having Life in Your Years. Not living a long life, but having life in those years that however many you have to live, you are blessed with and you can really live them. Something I'm so passionate about, but also something that's extremely poignant for me at the moment because I am up north spending as much quality time with my auntie as I possibly can before I have to come back down because she has not got much time left. So it is really, I'm going to try and say the word, but I always muck it up, contemplative time for me at the moment. And also contemplative because I've just finished my Zoe. So I've just finished my, well, not the whole program, but I've just finished the 14 days of having a blood sugar monitor on. So every time I eat as I do and move as I do, I can see what's happening inside my body as a response to that. So that's been super, super interesting. I've also done some little tests as well, like they've made me do to see how I respond to different things. So why does that relate to obviously what I'm doing at the moment? Because it's all about longevity, really. It's all about living the best life that you can for as long as you can. Now, that's Life in Your Years was introduced to me from watching the Limitless series with Chris Hemsworth and an amazing doctor, scientist, professor, Peter Attia. And he talks about making sure it's not about living a long life, it's about living a full life or a life that you can actually live and do stuff in. So obviously sat there with my auntie, as I am at the moment, and seeing her not be able to live, really. You know, her body is enabling her to live anymore. And it's the one thing I really want for everybody I love and everybody I care for, is to live a really full life. So that's where I'm at the moment. Finished with Zoe, with my auntie, finished the Limitless series, and yeah, it's all about making sure that we have life in these years. So why does that matter with regards to your blood sugar? Okay, so it really, really matters because just because you can't see the massive glucose spikes going on in your body and the massive glucose dips, you can feel them if you listen to your body and you pay attention, you know, in energy slumps, in mood changes, you know, in all of those things, spots, you know, all of those things your body tells you if you listen. So it's important. I know we can, if you saw somebody having a massive stress blowing off temper tantrum wise, and you know, going, oh God, you know, they're going to give themselves a heart attack, because you can physically see them going redder and shouting and bawling and throwing things or whatever. You can't see that, but that goes on in your body if you make it do all these big glucose spikes and drops. That is, you know, has a life shortening effect. And I was listening to a podcast yesterday from an Ironman, a triathlete, a really good Ironman. His name I've forgotten. He was on Rich Roll. Tim. He was called Tim, who had a heart attack, early 40s. And he was talking about his generation of triathletes versus the new generation of triathletes. And he was saying that, yes, maybe we didn't push ourselves to be as good as we possibly could be, but he is concerned about how the new wave of triathletes are really spiking their blood glucose levels and pushing their body, you know, and he wonders about what the long-term effects of that will be. And it was interesting that obviously all these things sort of seem to happen, don't they? Like London buses coming along, making me talk about life in your years today. So I've learned a lot through watching. What the most reassuring thing that I've learned is my blood sugars are really stable and I manage it really well through food combinations and just my choices. You know, I don't eat ultra processed food. You know, that I make all my own food. It's very balanced, loads of fibre, good proteins, etc., etc. And also I can help. I am helping loads of people through, you know, teaching them to cook at the moment, or looking at their food diaries and tweaking things here and there, or enhancing their performance through whatever their, you know, their chosen sport is. And I'm really, really enjoying the personalised nutrition side of things as well, and watching what's happened to my own body through the blood sugar monitoring with Zoe, sitting there and making sure that we really do maximise life in our years. Through making the right choices, is just where we're at the moment. So yeah, I hope everybody's okay. It's always a bit of a long one, a bit waffly. I couldn't get it right today. Maybe that's just because of where my head's at. So you probably won't even get to this bit. But anyway, I wish you all lots of life in your years. I really do. To live it to the full, to make more memories, and yeah, just to help you have the best one. That's all I wish for everybody. Take care.